All right, y'all, welcome in. Happy Monday. It's a hot one, so stay hydrated. Smaller class today, so we might be able to get through a lot. We're continuing our series on ranges of the guard. Last class we talked about long range. Long range is all about keeping your opponent at a distance. You're maintaining that space, you're protecting that space. You got extended limbs, you're controlling their limbs. It's like a 50-50 split, I think, between attacking submissions and sweeps. Because you're controlling their arms, you can get underneath for triangles, omoplatas. You're really looking to off-balance them because they're generally on both legs. So kicking a leg out, knocking them over, coming up. Mid-range guard, it's a lot more grindy. It's not as grindy as like half guard or closed guard can be where you're trying to smother them. It's a lot of chest to chest. Mid-range guard, you're underneath them. This works really well for people that are bigger or way more because you're under their weight and you can use levers to knock all of their weight over. Long range guard, they have all their weight on their limbs, so you have to like upset their posture before you can get underneath. Mid-range guard, you're already underneath them. We're talking single leg X guard, butterfly guard, sit-up guard. Sit-up guard is my favorite. Sam, taught me everything I know about sit-up guard. We're going to talk today about like the traditional entrance to sit-up guard from De La Riva, which is like a Lucas Lepri-style, where there's some crossover between De La Riva and some spider guard stuff. And then we're going to get into the Joseph guard, which is more like you're playing half guard with your legs, but their chest isn't on your chest. And then if we have time, we'll get into some butterfly stuff, which is really fun to play with. So to get started, I'm going to use Jason here. We're going to start in the De La Riva guard, which is the initial entanglements we talked about last class. You got your collar, your sleeve, your pant. For this one, the De La Riva entry is from a pant, right? So I get my pant grip, and I'm here in De La Riva. And then this hand needs to do something, sleeve, collar, sleeve. Generally, in De La Riva, if this foot is monitoring this hip, pushing on the knee, he's going to try to stuff this foot with that hand. I can bring my foot to me, and now I've got a sleeve. I'm going to push, and then I'm sitting up. This is sit-up guard here. I take this hand, and I pass this sleeve through, and I have this grip here, and now I'm going to get collar here. From here, there are 4 things that can happen. There's more than 4, but basically, there's 4 directions he can go. Towards me, backwards, his right, and his left. And we're going to talk about all of them. So if he tries to go to his right, step this foot in. Sorry, this way? My right, his left. So if he tries to like circle in, this is monitoring here, and if his weight is coming towards me, that's when I pull, and we dump here. From here, I can grab this, come up. And if we land in this position, I can punch this down, move on here, get his back. So that's if he comes to my right. We'll use my direction instead of his just to reduce confusion. So again, De La Riva, stuffs the leg, comes here. If he tries to back step, this foot is monitoring the back step. So he goes to back step, I catch, dump. If what happens there happens where he posts, that's when this hand will reach over and pull out that post. So I'll try to go slow, which is tough because he's falling. But we're here. He goes to back step, and I catch. And he posts, I'm going to pull that post out. And then we go up to here. From here, there's a couple different passes we can do. The easiest one to go into, if you'll notice, is over under, because I'm already over one leg. I'll come under this one. Turn this in that way. So let's pause there, because that's 2 different, right? So that's, if he comes to my right, I dump. If he goes to my left, I monitor the back step and trip. Any questions on those 2? All right, yeah, no? Let's try these. 1, 2, 3. Were there specific questions on like entering this sit-up guard or these 2 options off of it? Yeah?
The getting up after the back step, so you get them down.
Yes.
Fall.
Yep.
Getting caught, like almost in this.
Sure.
50-50 get up.
Yep. We're here. I've got cross collar grip, and we're here. You go to back step.
Exactly.
Yep, I'm not. Right, so we're here, right? I've got his sleeve between his legs, and I've got this grip here. I'm going to scissor my hips, stuff up, and now we're here. There's a ton of passing options. You can do anything. The easiest one probably is just come here. That's fast.
Okay.
But yeah, so I still have those grips. I switch my hips and use the grips to pull myself up. Make sense?
Yep.
Other questions? There's a ton of different options on these, different like permutations and everything. I'm just trying to cover like the general concepts of like the directions he's going in and like what you can try to do. And so we did left and right. Now we're going to do back and forwards. So we're here, up, here, And this is a cross collar grip, not same side. It has to be crossed. Okay? So if he comes forward like he wants to try to knee cut, what I can't do is let his weight come to this side, because now this is really hard for me because he has base and a ton of weight. I can't let this knee get to the ground on this side, so if we do get here, I have to bring him here. And if he's trying to knee cut, he's probably gonna come here anyways. So I've still got all my grips. I have this knee free, and it's under his butt. I'm going to launch him forward, let go of the collar grip. I still have the sweep. He's gonna post like this, because he's probably not gonna wanna just take the sweep. If he takes the sweep and rolls, I just come on top. Let's pretend he stays here. I hit my head into his armpit, plant, and take top from here. I'm in a super mobile position. I can go to the far side. It's probably the past resistance. Take back. So rewind and go again. This is generally because he's going to try to knee cut. If he does try to go this way, I have to bring him back. Otherwise, I'm toast. So here, here, here. If he tries to come in for knee cut, great. Come here. Go for the back. If he tries to go away from me, I follow him up. This was a question in the last class about following up on singles. So if he tries to go away, he fell before we even got up, but I'm following him, and because I'm sitting on this foot, I'm hooking his ankle with my leg as I try to come forward, and he's just gonna fall over. Stay. So he goes back up. Because he's so much taller and I'm so much shorter, I'm just tripping him, but on a taller person, I might be able to come up with him, but he's on the ground, and we're in this position again. Flattens leg on the back. So we talked about right, left, this is forward, back. Questions on these?
Can we see the first one one more time?
Yeah, yeah. So again, this is him. He's probably gonna try to knee cut. So we're here. I can't let this knee hit the ground on either side. So I've got this collar grip, and for just a second, I'm getting my arm under his knee so it doesn't hit the ground. And this has to be fast. This knee is under his butt. I'm just launching him forward. Then I build up and go to the side. Any other questions?
So in general, again, it's a lot about handing that grip off. Do you have any, is there any tips? Do you have trouble getting that sometimes?
Yeah, the sleeve?
The
Yeah.
sleeve grip,
So
yeah.
it's a lot about, I mean, this is just like a jiu-jitsu concept in
Sure.
general. Like if I know I want that grip, I need to elicit a response that's going to allow me an opportunity to get the grip. So if we start in Del Hiva here, I don't have any grips. I'm gonna push. He's gonna wanna come towards me so we can pass, which means his hand's gonna come here. Sleeve.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to talk about Joseph guard after this, which is a different permutation of sit-up guard if you don't get the sleeve. But the easiest way to get it is to kick him, because he's going to try to stop it. And then
But by
grab it.
handing it to yourself, you generally don't have too much trouble with that, like going from your right to left.
Oh, that part?
Yeah.
So, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So like, if I do this and he comes here, you're talking about the stuff part, right?
Yeah.
So that's, again, when I'm going to kick and stuff at the same time.
Okay.
It's got to be pretty simultaneous, because if I'm just trying to use my strength, he's just
Right.
going to rip it out, right?
Yeah.
Which opens up the Joseph guard that we'll talk about after this. But yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a battle.
Okay.
But again, if you can't get it, switch and do something else.
Yep.
Any other questions? Cool, let's try this front and back. 1, 2, 3.
That's true.
So we have questions on entering sit-up guard, the sweeps to the right, left, front, and back. Cool, that looks good. We're gonna talk about Joseph guard. I'm gonna real quick show how you would enter it based on what we've done so far, and if you can't get the sleeve. And then I'm gonna show you how I enter it, which is a lot more simple. So if we're in this De La Riva guard, and I can't get the sleeve, I'm going to pull out the lapel, slap it down, and pass it here. It's not as good because I'm not controlling his arm, but it gives me all the same stuff. So I have this grip here, cross collar, and I just pull here. From here, he's either gonna, do that, plant his hand, or he's gonna try to go the other way. And we've already talked about everything to do, right? So if he plants his hand, like that one, probably.
So,
Or I guess either one. Which one would you play?
super dangerous.
So if he
I'd go
plants his
far.
hand right there, now we can get the sleeve,
Uh-oh.
right? If he plants the other hand, which I don't know, he might not, but if he does, you can grab here, and then here. Now we're on his back. If he tries to back step, and then if he tries to go away, And then the last one we talked about is if he tries to come in you. So it's all the same things, it's just a slight variation on the grip. That Joseph guard is a lot easier to get if we're just starting like this, and Jason steps inside. I just take this. So this is sit-up guard, but I don't really have any grips. I'm basically playing half guard with my chest. So while I'm holding him here, I can even grab my own collar to reinforce this, because what I cannot let happen is him to just whip this around the outside. Now, I have to switch, which I can, just single leg X. So while I'm here, I'm gonna whip this out, snap it down, and get a nice grip here. Another thing you can do is grab it with your thumb facing down. The reason for that is if he's savvy and he grabs this tail right here, pull up, it's out of my grip. If I'm thumb down, so I've inverted my grip, try to do that. Not going anywhere. Yes?
What is the major difference between this and like a worm guard? Is it just that the leg's not anything?
That's a really good question. There's so much of this lapel stuff. Stuart would be a good person to ask. I don't mess around with it at all. It's super technical, and I like the dumb stuff. That's a lot more simple that you can do when you're exhausted. It works for me. It's a good question for Stuart. I don't really know. I don't really play the worm stuff. It's there, and like if you're here, you're taking all the time to get this out. I'm sure there's all kinds of weird shit you can do. I don't really mess around with it. But yeah, good question. Any other ones?
Is there a big difference between the lapel and the belt?
Lapel and the belt. Yes, the lapel is always going to be there. The belt might not be. Also, if he's bad at tying knots and I start pulling on one end, it might go away and then I'm toast.
Fair.
So that's why I always go for lapel, because it's always there. Also, the belt doesn't offer much posture control.
Okay.
Sorry to pull it on you.
Yeah, sure.
But if I have this here,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is a lot stronger too than if I have, this isn't really doing anything.
Makes sense.
Any other questions?
Oh, so it's the same thing just with the.
It's a lower tech grip to get, and it's easier to get in my opinion. And it's all just based on, and like if he steps in, or if like we're here, I can just go get it. And now I'm here, and I'm just gonna take a second, snap this down. Okay? And then once we're here, it's all the same sweeps. My favorite thing to do though is to encourage him to go for that knee cut by getting this cross grip and pulling him here. Then I come here, launch, then we come here. So, whereas the regular sit-up guard is a little more reactive based on what he's doing, I really like the Joseph guard because it's like once I'm in that secure half guard where his weight's on me, I take his weight and launch it. And it's like, this is the game we're gonna play, it's this big, and you don't have any other options. Questions on this? Let's try this 6 times each, 1, 2, 3. Any questions on the sit-up guard stuff?
This might pop in the spider, but
Yeah.
instead of a knee bump, a foot up and launch them with your leg like a spider hook
A spider hook.
on that lapel. See knee cuts?
Uh-huh.
Instead of taking the weight, I just throw him, I have a hook in his leg and I just dump him.
Show what I'm talking about? Yep.
You go to knee cut?
Yeah.
And he just throw you with the hook.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
That's the same thing.
That's the same thing.
That's the knee
Yeah.
bump thing
I
we're
told
talking
you.
about.
No, no.
Yeah, you can totally do that. I think the knee is stronger and there's less margin for error. Because you're using your foot, right?
Yeah.
Whereas the knee is right there and it's way more. Does that make sense?
Yep.
You can totally do what you're doing, it works.
Okay.
I just think the knee might be a higher percentage maybe. We're not going to get into the butterfly stuff, but I did want to show just an entry from that Joseph guard into like a shin on shin single leg X. I love playing single leg X and X start, so I just want to show this. There's so many games and stuff off of this, but if I'm ever here and I want to go to single leg X without letting him whip his foot out and putting me in it, all I have to do is scoot out a little bit and put my shin. The reason I like to do that first versus just coming here is that this is my preferred A game, and if I have trouble here, then I'll do this, but you can perfectly just put yourself directly into shin. Then once you're in here, it's the same game. I get this grip, I pull him here, and I want to get his weight off this leg so that I can get up underneath him. Now we're in single leg X. From here, I can let go of that, come under here, up here. Now from here I can, sweep, there's all kinds of stuff. If you like to do footlock stuff, instead of going for that underhook there, you can just keep this grip. full belly down that way. There's also some overhead sweeps. Belly down, full all kinds of fun stuff. And then once you're in that single leg X, you can transition to full X by, again, getting his weight away from you. So if we're here, I'm gonna push, full X, then we're here, he's on ice skates. So I just wanted to show that shin to shin entry where you can then go to single leg X and full X. Does anyone need to see it again? You have questions? So let's drill that, yeah.
I have a question just about the sit-up guard in general. Is
Yeah.
it just that good body to leg stickiness that's keeping my neck from being exposed? Because I feel like your head is kind of right.
Yeah, so that's a good question. This applies to takedowns too, like singles, doubles. I want to keep my head against his leg as much as possible. Like if I'm trying to shoot a double, I'm here. Because I don't want to, I'm not here. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm here. And I'm using his leg to protect half of my neck, so he can't really, get in here. And if he is trying to bother my neck, that's great. It's gonna let me do this kind of stuff. Message here. Other questions?
Are there any, I mean, you seem like it doesn't matter what he does with his upper body, as long as that foot, you can get it between you, you're sliding in and going for it?
Yes.
Is there anything where you'd be like, oh wait, I can't go to the next step because upper body he's doing X, Y, I mean, anything obvious? I mean, I know it's
Yeah.
a scenario, but just
I
something
guess,
like where you
yeah,
hit pause.
it's a good question. If I've gotten over his foot, but somehow he's able to get down here quick enough and get like an underhook to get some kind of leverage, this sucks.
Yeah,
But because I'm so small, it's really easy for me to,
okay.
play hobbit guard and get in there. But yeah, I can't let him separate my torso from his leg because this is the guard,
Yeah,
my chest on his leg. So if he gets some separation here, like if he drops the knee in, like just push, and then switches or whatever, that's what I can't let happen. I can't let that foot flip out, and I can't let his knee get to either side of my chest. Other questions? Cool, let's try this 2 times each. 1, 2, 3. If you have any questions on anything we've gone over today, I know it's a lot. It's like a lot of like high level. We don't go into too much detail. There's so many different guards. I just wanted to go over the concepts of like the longer range, and now we're at the mid range. Next class we'll talk about the shorter range. We did a lot of time on techniques, so we're not going to do a positional. We'll go right into regular rounds. But I encourage you to start from a middle range guard if your opponents are cool with it. So yeah, get water, mouth guards, and we'll hit it. 1, 2, 3.